This popular self-improvement advice is holding most people back. Be 1% better today than you were yesterday. When those improvements compound over 365 days, you are 37 times better than when you started. Sounds nice, right? Well, I hate the 1% rule for 3 big reasons. Today, I'm going to explain what these 3 reasons are, and I'll provide a more practical mindset to crush your goals and blow past everyone else. So, let's go. Imagine when you look in the mirror, you're not happy with what you see. Your arms look like tubes, your chest sags, and your midsection looks like a pear. You have very little muscle on your body and have a high percentage of fat despite having a healthy BMI. This body composition is a classic example of skinny fat. Now imagine you started hitting the gym 3 times per week and decide to eat a high protein diet in a 10% calorie deficit. You follow the basic principles of lifting, good technique, and slowly increasing load, reps, and sets over time. Each morning you wake up, you take a dump, weigh yourself, and check for changes in the mirror. It's been 4 weeks. You've done everything correctly, but when you look in the mirror, a disappointed expression spreads across your face. You're hoping to see some visual changes by now, but every day you look the same. Discouraged, you meet up with a friend for lunch. He hasn't seen you in a while and comments on how you look a bit leaner since the last time he saw you. You are surprised. You explain to him you've been training hard for the last month and been on point with your diet, but you are disappointed with the progress you have made so far. Your friend looks at you confused and asks you, have you taken any progress photos? You say no because you felt embarrassed to do so. Your friend assures you that they can tell the difference. The thing is, our psychology hasn't evolved to really notice slow rates of change because things that are moving slowly are not really a threat. The daily improvements in your body are undetectable. You are making progress, but when you look at yourself in the mirror every day, they are unnoticeable. Your friend, on the other hand, hasn't seen your daily improvements. They have only seen you before you started and now. To get his perspective and to actually see how far you have come, you need to look back on progress photos. We perceive changes as events or step changes. This is because our memory works like a camera. It takes snapshots of significant events that happen to us. We remember moments in time, but not time itself. This is why all your goals need to have a measure of success that you can track. Because imagine that you are making progress, but you feel like you're not, and so you give up. That'd be awful. 1% better doesn't work because it focuses on the daily improvements to be the measure of success for long-term goals. Perception aside, it doesn't account for setbacks and plateaus either, which is a part of any journey. Slow progress feels like no progress, and that can be hella demotivating. This reason is something that I struggle with a lot. What the hell does 1% better every day even look like? Well, according to James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, it looks something like this. If you want to start a workout routine at the gym, your daily goal isn't to go to the gym, it's to get changed for the gym. When that gets easy, make it a little bit more difficult. Now open up your front door, but don't actually go to the gym. Keep doing this progression until there is no resistance. Now make it harder again. Get changed, leave the house, now drive to the gym. But don't go in because you're not ready yet. When that gets easy, increase the difficulty once more. Get changed, leave the house, drive to the gym, go inside and do a warm-up exercise, and then leave. If you're anything like me, this makes you want to pull out your metaphorical hair. For some of you, this type of progression might be useful, but for the rest of us who actually want to get shit done, then it's just too slow. I just want to do the thing. If my goal was to take my ass to the gym, then I'm going to go to the gym. I find that drawn out process so excruciatingly painful that it's demotivating. Psychologists have found the fastest way for a person to become demotivated is to feel like their tires are spinning. They are burning fuel, but not going anywhere. A 1% better mindset will kill me and any motivation I have. I need big goals. My goal isn't to go to the gym. My goal is to get jacked for the boys. It previously was for the ladies, but after you train for a while, you realize that it's actually for the boys. Get fucking strong and get healthy. I'm stacking my whys. That's motivating. And then it's about doing the hard thing always. while at least trying to do the hard thing always. Remember, imperfect consistency is the goal, not absolute consistency. 1% progressions are bullshit. Make step changes in your life. Stack your whys, do the thing, challenge yourself, be out in the deep end, and improve faster than you could imagine. I've tried to do daily reviews over the last few years, asking questions like what went well, what could I do better, what I'm grateful for. Here's what I've realized. I absolutely hate measuring the success of the day. The practice becomes repetitive and your focus becomes short-sighted. You say things like, I'm just taking it day by day. Man, I hate that saying so much. There's too much variability in the outcomes of daily life. It's too difficult to measure small improvements. It's too easy to be distracted by things that do not matter, and most days feel the same. Don't lose perspective. Have a vision for the future, have a plan to get there, and have targets to hit. Pay attention to the mistakes you are making, of course, but don't look at events and incidents, but instead look for trends and patterns. I don't care if I don't hit my protein goal today, but I do care what my daily averages look like at the end of the week. I don't care if my weight goes up or down each day, but I do care if it is trending up or down across weeks. I don't care if I scroll a bit too much on my phone one night, but I do care if I don't hit my weekly targets for newsletters and videos and gym sessions. Something that I learned from Tim Ferriss is I'm allowed to have bad days, but I'm not allowed to have bad weeks. I do weekly reviews now, not daily. I look for averages and trends. I set new ambitious weekly targets and I plan for each day accordingly. Some days don't go as planned. That's expected and it's not anything to worry about. The main focus is that over the course of that entire week, the workload that I wanted to get completed gets completed. And if it does, then that's a good week. I can't measure 1% changes each day. I don't know what that looks like after a month of doing it. I expect to feel like I'm making no progress most days. But then I look back after months of effort and see step changes that elevates me towards my big goals. Nothing works and then everything works, as Jenko says. Extend the time horizon, aim high, build projects that pull everything together and flip the switch all at once. A goal that we all should have in general is to make our bad days today look like good days that we had 6 months ago. But that doesn't happen by 1% changes you do daily. It happens by making step changes all at once and then working out what mistakes you are making. Aim high because you're capable of it and notice the step changes you're making. But my friends, that's all for today. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.